Throughout history, if you print a lot of money, ultimately led to a debasement of your currency, what for me seems to be obvious reasons. And when currencies go down, something has to go up against it. And usually real assets go up against the currencies. And so I would suspect that we're going to have the price of real goods going higher. We always have anyway. But again, you have to consider the supply and demand aspects of it as well. But if you have a lot of money printing, value of the money is going to go down and the value of something is going to go up against it, whether it's sugar or, who knows what, lead, something. No, even now China has debt. In 2008, China had a lot of money saved for a rainy day. It started raining. They started spending the money and helped save the world. Now, even China they're going to be bankruptcies in China. It's going to shock me, and I just told you it's coming. It's already happening. So the next bear market is going to be a nightmare. Is that some kind of huge observation, or is that just simple looking out the window? To me, it's looking out the window, a simple statement. The United States is the largest debtor nation in the history of the world. It doesn't matter who stops buying our treasuries. We've got a problem. We have a problem even if people continue to buy our treasuries. I mean, it's a good time to be old, because the old people are getting the benefits of all of it. It's not a good time to be young. I got 2 teenage children. The problems they're going to inherit. It's not a good time to be young. It's a good time to be old. Everybody is doing the same thing now. Everybody's printing money as fast as they can. Not everybody. I should retract that. Nobody is printing money as fast as the U.S. and the Japanese, for instance. In China, they still have interest rates, not great interest rates, but they're still proper interest rates, whereas in Japan and America, there are no interest rates anymore. And in Germany, so some countries have done a less bad job than others. I am looking, because I know enough history to know that somebody's going to come out of this in better shape compared to others who are going to come out in worse shape. The key, of course, is to find who. And I don't have an answer yet. I do know China's doing a less bad job than Japan, for instance, but I own Japanese shares because they're printing money every day and buying ETFs. The Bank of Japan has more money than I do. If they're buying ETFs, I'm buying Japanese ETFs. Come on. No, whenever there's a problem, people look for a theory. Mr. Marx had a great theory, and a lot of people tried it for a long time. Nobody wants to be a Marxist anymore, but it was wonderful theory. Now there's one called MMT, more money today. Everybody loves it. It's a fabulous theory, and we'll probably try something like that. Like Marxism was a free lunch for everybody. Well, it didn't work. And MMT, whatever the real name is, more money today, basically it's more money today. It's an easy way. And Jeff, people love easy answers. U.S. government has made it legal for the central bank, the Federal Reserve, to buy other assets. And when things get really bad, they're going to do everything they can to save themselves. They don't care about you or your kids or my kids. They care about the next election. And the way they do that is, if they have to, is they flood the money. They're all going to buy IBM or Ford or whatever they're going to buy. I mean, to me, it's just a simple fact. I look around the world. I know that in 2008, we had a horrible problem in the world because of too much debt. Well, I mean, I read the same newspapers you do. I know that since 2008, debt all over the world has skyrocketed. So I say to myself, well, the next time we have a problem, it's got to be the worst in my lifetime because the debt is so much worse than 2008. To me, that's just a simple statement. Yeah. Simple observation, like, we're going to have bad blizzards every few years. Well, you have bad blizzards. If I tell you we're going to have horrible blizzards every few years, is that a grandiose statement? Look at what happened in Texas. It happens. And when I say the next bear market is going to be the worst in my lifetime, I know what happened in 2008. I know what's happened since. How can it not be? To me, that's just a simple observation. There's a saying in the commodity business, and it should be in all businesses, that the cure for high prices is high prices, because high prices cut demand and bring in supply. And that's what happened. The other part of the saying is the cure for low prices is low prices. If prices are low a long time, people buy more and stop producing. So, I mean, these cycles have been going on for hundreds of years, certainly, and probably thousands. And that's going to continue. Prices have been going up. We had a high price of oil and the declining reserves of oil. Known reserves were declining everywhere, still are. New technology came along, and for a while there, if you could spell fracking, people would give you money. And a bubble developed. Then, of course, we all realized, oh, wait, we got to make money. These guys got to pay their debts. Right. So the fracking bubble popped and burst, as all bubbles do. Fracking's still there, but you got to make money at it now. So known reserves of oil still continue to decline, except for fracking, and fracking's not a bubble anymore.
Before we continue, help us clicking that YouTube like button and subscribe now to our channel. This shows the algorithm that you valued this information. And it helps us spread that message. Sharing is caring. And now, let's continue.
I have bad news for you. If you're not rich by now, you're screwed. And if you're in debt, you're even double screwed. How so, you might wonder? Well, the sad truth is that you're working your whole life to make someone else rich. The mega corporations, the banks, the politicians, everyone is getting richer. They get your money. And what is even worse, they get your time, they get your life. You are not even in a rat race, you're in a financial prison. But what could a solution for you look like? Honestly, I don't know, but I know what a solution for me would look like. It's very simple. I use whatever money I have and I multiply it with 1,000. This could make my life much easier and probably yours as well. If you have $1,000 available and multiply this with 1,000, I believe that this could solve some financial issue for the one or the other. Of course, if you're ugly, you would have to multiply it with much more than 1,000. My name is Markus Dan, and this is what I decided to do. I decided to 1000x my money. This is not a joke. I know what you may be thinking. What is this guy talking about? How should this work? This is not possible. Well, I made a detailed video where I laid out my plan. And some clever folks might even want to look at this plan and copy it and do exactly what I do. This is just a little hint on the side. You have two options. You leave, you forget what you have seen. You do whatever you're doing and you hope that somehow you get some other results. Good luck with that. Or you click the link below the video. You enter your email address because I'm not showing this to everybody. You at least watch my video on how I plan to 1000x my money. The choice is yours. Make the right choice. Join me. See what a different future you could have. See at least how I intend, how I plan to do the 1000x. So click on the link below, enter your email address, and I see you on the other side. Your Markus Dan.